after a bitter and ugly divorce, the original members of Motley Crue have reassembled and reconvened. The most talked about tour of the year has begun, and so has our exclusive all-access time with them. Hang out with us as we're with the band, Motley Crue.
Took a walk around out there. Big spectacle.
It is.
And I guess it has to be. It calls for it, doesn't it?
Everyone pretty much expects it. Yeah. We started building a monster when we started. And we always have to try and top ourselves every year.
Can't come up short, dude. It's an event where the crew's back together. It's not just another tour.
Yeah.
Do you get a sense of that there's something big going on there?
The crowd, you can sense it from the crowd. The crowd's like, their anticipation, when you before the show and stuff. Fist fight on stage. Yeah, and that's one thing too, the unexpected. What is going to happen at this show? There's no fighting, and we feel bad for letting people down.
Yeah, damn.
We actually even hugged on stage, and people cheered. It was like Vince a hug, and the whole place cheered. We're like, dude, settle down. It was like, yeah. You didn't make out? Brother, a hug, oh my God.
This stage is different than the first stage that you ever hit collectively. What do you remember about those days?
I mean, back in the club days? Even when we played clubs, our shows out of control. I mean, these guys building this drum riser. Yeah, well, me and Tommy built it ourselves with the lights and little switches to turn them off and on, thing. And we sold it to Rat. Yeah, that's right. We sold it to Rat. We only did not even a year of clubs, and we went right to these stages, opening for Kiss and opening for Ozzy. We've been playing on these stages since almost our whole career.
I'm Mighty Mike. I'm the guy that kind of opens the show, closes the show, and it's wacky effects. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
What's going on in terms of the theme of the show? Because from my understanding, it's a rock and roll circus.
Yes, it is. It's like Carnival with rock and roll.
Like an adult circus.
Yes, an adult dark circus. So they got the red and white, like their album Red, White, and Crue.
Right. This takes a lot of people. So how many people do you travel with to set this up every show?
I'd probably say the whole thing, approximately 100 people. We're doing 3 to 4 cities a week. Yeah, so we're just all over the place.
How are the boys doing?
The boys, they still got it. They're just rocking, and they're back together. They're stronger than ever, and this is the biggest show they've ever done.
Are the fans just going nuts?
So the fans are bigger and better. We're doing well. We're selling out every house we're going to.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Motley Crue, Motley Crue. It's all bad.
It's Crue.
Best band in the world, and the fact that they just got together is the greatest thing.
1983, my first show when I was 14. Her first show, she's 14.
I've loved them forever and ever. I'm not crying, but I could.
Oh, were you crying about Motley Crue, or?
I would. When they come on, I probably would cry.
Can you console her? Mike, give her a little hug.
All right,
give her a little console.
Motley hug.
Yeah. We want to go backstage.
Mike,
because we are Crue sluts.
What's the vibe like coming from the stage? Is there a brotherhood happening?
They've cleaned up a lot of their stuff, and now they're stronger and better. And there's definitely a brotherhood, and it's going to get bigger.
So you saw the ups, you saw the downs. Now you're seeing an up again.
The ups are always better than the downs in this business. But it's actually very exciting because this band has been through quite a lot of which are barriers of its own making. But it was nice to see them actually pull together and climb the mountain again, which is what this band is. These guys are like a gang. They're not really a band; they're a gang, and I think gangs understand that they seek out like-minded thinkers, and their mission is to go climb a mountain of rock, and they were up for doing it again. So God bless them.
The Tales of Excess are documented. How different is this tour from, say, 15 years ago, 20 years ago?
I don't see any difference. No.
It's kind of scary.
It's a little crazy. It's more comfortable in some ways, but it's still just as crazy in the dressing rooms, the buses, and each of us have a great time in our own ways, and that's it.
Put it this way, homeboy here was out at the strip club the other night with me. Nothing's changed. Nothing.
He came up to my room, took my arm, twisted it up all the way behind my back, my head like this. He goes, "You're gonna have to a strip club." And I go, "Bam!" And he goes, "Yeah, watch this." And he down the elevator, the shaft, not the elevator itself, just the shaft. And I landed down the shaft at the end. Oh, I took an involuntary shit, and then I was off to the strip club.
There I was.
In stinking
Sitting in
burger.
a champagne room.
And I was attacked violently.
Yeah, those girls were just all over this man.
Not my fault.
I mean, it really took me by surprise, of the fan response. I mean, it's just been so overwhelming. It's been just amazing.
These are the extent of my bottoms.
Wow. Do you have anything smaller, bro?
Killer. Shows bananas.
The show's great.
Yeah, I wish I could see it.
I imagine a few things had to have been dealt with, even with the lawyers, but without the lawyers. Just four of you, even three or two of you in a room together, talking.
Seance and
a group hug.
Yeah.
I think the main thing was that we just, for me, it was just making sure everybody was really committed to doing this, because I think nobody wanted to come into this and have somebody or a couple people and just go, you know what, it seemed like a great idea, but nah, I'm not into it. And it was great that everybody was willing to focus 100% on this whole thing and make it as successful as it is.
Tommy kind of abandoned us to do this hip-hop thing that he's doing. It's really important for me to stay moving forward creatively.
You need to get away from people sometimes. And but it tends, like when we go away from each other, we sometimes stay away. We're brothers, and we're a family, and sometimes it takes just a little separation to really realize how much you need each other. I don't really feel like being in the band anymore, to tell you the truth.
I would like to be known as one of the greatest rock and roll bands, and I would like to end it on an up.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago in L.A., me and Tommy and Nikki and Nick by phone, see if we want to do this, because the offers are there. The fans are asking for it. It's time. I think it's a good thing because it's time to kind of put a period. Do this one last thing, and then call it quits. Everybody just go off and do what they've been doing, the last few years anyway.
Is this closure then? Almost?
Yeah, this will be. I mean, it'll be closure for me. I mean, this ain't going to be like a, like Cher or Kiss. The 7th and 8th and 9th farewell tours. Everybody just come on the same page now.
It's possible, yeah. It's possible.
Awesome. Well, that's not 90%.
It's not 90%. It definitely isn't. I mean, I'm really battling with whether it's something I want to do, creatively again. It's just, I don't know.
it'd be a really cool feeling to look over to one side and see Nikki and one side and see Nick. You know, well, I hope for the best. It's like 95% sure it's going to happen. It's definitely time. It's, if we're going to do it, we got to do it now.
Even when the rumors were going around, people were saying, well, I'll believe it when I see it. And I'm sure you were hearing that kind of stuff.
No, we were saying the same thing.
Yeah. I was saying it to you guys.
Yeah.
So you're surprising people out there. Are you surprised then?
Very surprised.
Yeah. And I think we all knew we'd do okay. It'd be a good tour, a fun tour, but it kind of, I mean, it really took me by surprise, you know, of the fan response. I mean, it's just been so overwhelming. It's been, you know, just amazing, and we had to add more dates, you know, because of fan response, and it's snowballing all over the world. It's pretty cool.
That's killer. Listen, it's good looking. Wow.
You guys want to take back to the office for you, or do you want to take them on the buses?
I'm hanging mine on the bus. When you got back together for the 3 songs, how did that feel?
Well, you know, with the way things are today, you don't have to be together to do that stuff. Because I live in Las Vegas, and these guys live in Los Angeles, and so.
Probably was in Nebraska.
Yeah, he was in Nebraska doing stuff. You know, as a band, you can still do it as a band, but you don't. You know, the way you don't have to do it all together like you see in, like, you know, in old movies.
You know, I like to think of Motley Crue as a train wreck that somehow always avoids catastrophe. So I've learned to suspend my disbelief at, you know, at what they're able to accomplish. And I think a lot of it had to do with, you know, bands that are 20 years sometimes need to take a break in order to reapproach what they do with a unique or at least a fresh perspective. And I think that that's what happened.
This is going to go for like 18 months on there?
Maybe longer. Until the wheels fall off them up.
That's right.
Oh, just run on 3 wheels.
Welcome back to Where with the Band, Motley Crue. Right now we're hanging out with Mighty Mike.
Yes.
So what's going on, my bro?
It's going good, going good.
Okay, now Mike, who is this guy here?
This guy right here is Chris. This guy's on the mic, and this guy's just cracking the whip. He's not the boss, but he's a boss.
He's a tour manager.
Theme is girls, 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 though.
Girls, girls, girls.
Boss.
So Chris, you're the boss.
So you're the production manager, which means sort of pulling all the elements together.
Yeah. This guy has to make sure everything is on time. Everything is on cue. Everybody's work on their cue. Right? All right, thanks, Chris. Nice hanging out with you. All right.
Get to work. Yeah. Okay. Part of the cast on the stage are the girls.
Girls.
Hey, you want to take a little visit up here?
See, as Motley Crue calls it, girls are the eye candy. So right here we got the girls dressing room.
Hey.
So let's see how Mighty Mike's calling.
And there's 3 girls on the stage.
3 girls.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, it's Mighty Mike.
And Bill, hi.
Hi.
Can we come in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, come on in.
So, okay. Oh, no, maybe
They were getting changed.
That's bad timing, I'm sorry. So is it funny to be on the stage and looking down and seeing all these guys like looking at you, not even paying attention to what the band is doing?
I think we can only see the first like 6 rows.
Okay.
We just see the guys in the band watching us.
Can you give us a little idea of what you do in the show?
I do fabric and straps. I do fire. I do hoop.
All of which are very legitimate circus routines.
Yes, yeah. I'm a legitimate performer.
Legitimate performer.
I'm saying you weren't.
I climb on chains. I've got like bruises and stuff. This is like my latest. Alicia and I are like Harlequins in the beginning. We come out and we're like evil, you know, and we kind of introduce the band. And then after that, we do chains, she does her straps, I do this like metal grinding piece where sparks are flying everywhere. I spit fire. He does his juggling stuff and spits fire and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah. So the band is being entertained too.
When we're up in the air, we can just like hang upside down and like, hey Tommy! He's like staring at us the whole time.
Can we see some of the wardrobe?
Yeah, sure.
These are the extent of my bottoms.
Wow. Do you have anything smaller though?
These are for Anarchy.
And this is all choreographed. There's a different outfit for every song.
Mickey's favorite number. And then this is my glitter costume.
And whose are those?
We all
All three girls wear these.
There's the other group we've just been looking for. This is Josie.
That's embarrassing.
So what do you do in the show?
I come out with the girls and dance, and we all have fun, and act silly and crazy.
Everybody has been like coming on board this Red, White, and Crew tour. There's just great chemistry between the band, the acts, and the crew. And everybody's just getting along, and we're having a great time. Evil clowns, there's trapeze, there's dancers, there's pyro, flames, and of course Mighty Mike.
Wait, let's save the best for last.
Yeah.
Why I honor you.
You got a circus sax, and then you got rock and roll. And just put all three of those together.
Okay.
You got Motley Crue. You know, and this is the biggest show they've ever done.
Yeah, it's killer. Show's bananas.
The show's great.
Yeah, I wish I could see it.
Take the sunglasses off.
No, what? I had don't move up anymore.
So this is gonna go for like 18 months on your end?
Yeah,
And maybe longer?
maybe longer. Yeah.
We could pull a share. I don't
Until the wheels fall off the motor.
That's right.
Right? Oh, we just running on 3 wheels.
We got to do the U.S. tour, get a rental May, and then, you know, we get a little break, and then we're going to Europe tour, we're coming back to the U.S.
You're going to be on the road for at least a year is what I'm hearing.
Possibly 18 months.
Yeah.
And after we come back to the U.S., we're going to Asia tour, and just as long as Motley Crue fans keep on coming, we're just going to keep on coming back.
Yeah.
I think it's just so, so far down the road, it'd be great to do something, but we're really focused on this tour, because like we're saying, it's like 18 months. I'm worried about, I'm looking at tonight's show, not what's going to happen 2 years from now.
I am.
Mix of one.
I'm the one that's worried about 2 years from now.
Soothsayer warrior. Yeah, we're having a blast. No, it's fun, man. Playing the songs, watching everybody freak the fuck out. It's cool.